Morning, folks. Hope this tree's not in your way. I'll just move it. Sort of looks like it is. I'm back where I finished off on my last video. Now, you might notice I don't have a pan by design. What I want to do is actually I want to use this corner, but there's still material in it that I want to process. So I have the bucket classifier and I'm going to empty this hole in this corner into buckets, take it home and process it. So then when I do come back to do this channel in this area, in this bedrock, I've got somewhere to put my overburden where I'm not going to just bury more gold. So that's my plan. As you can see, still plenty of material in here.
The bucket classifies so much quicker than hand. Come back when I've done something. Okay, hole is cleaned out. So it's interesting, this does continue right down this bedrock on the angle, down to there, and this one down to there into a V. So the V sort of runs right through there, and I've stopped about here and left this side of it, because as I said, I want to fill this up with overburden when I do get back to coming down the rest of this channel here, and all this bedrock that I'm standing on. That's the material I've through today. So there's a half bucket and a 2/3 bucket, because you know I've got to carry the bloody things. I'm not filling them up, but that's clean anyway. So I will I'll show you. I'll just give you an indication of what I do after I've made a mess like that. You know, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Okay guys, it took me all of 3 minutes at the most. My pile is now in my hole, gone where it should be. All the bedrock nice and clean, nothing on the banks. A few sticks from me moving stuff around, but they're going to wash away. Now, before anybody gets into the comment section and says, oh, the floods do heaps more damage, they'll move your rocks, I'm well aware of that. However, how often does it flood? Not very. We live in the driest continent on earth. How many people get to see big piles of rocks that don't understand prospecting? That's the point of cleaning up. This creek has got no workings in it at all. It does from the old timers on the edges, but it's got nothing in the creek. So you can imagine old Mrs. Jones, seen her creek for the last 50 years, no piles of rocks, comes down to feed the ducks or something, and there's bloody piles of rocks all over the place. She's going to be like, what's going on here? That's where we're going to get pressure from, guys. So just be smart. Take 3 minutes of your day, chuck your shit back in the water. Anyway, rant over. I'll see you at home and we'll run this muck. Alright guys, welcome back. I've got our 2 buckets classified down to whatever size that is, little, into the bucket, and so that's all they're oversized. I visually went through it, but I will also pan it off just to make sure. And this is our cons. Nice looking stuff, nice and dark. This is a little river sluice that I printed on my 3D printer that is a shithouse river sluice, but it goes alright as a cleanup sluice. So you can see there. Into a bucket overflows into my tub, bilge pump down there, just a cheapie from Bun Bun, and I don't know that I'll run it all in one go. I think I'll probably do 2 runs, because 1, the water's going to be filthy, and 2, this doesn't hold a massive amount of material. You can see the riffles they're not big. They're all different sizes, which is great, but yeah, it won't probably take, because that's a good half a bucket of that really fine stuff. So I would say it'll be 2 runs, but let's give it a go. I'll get you set up so you can see what's happening, and we'll start running. Hopefully that bilge isn't too noisy for you. Oh, I nearly forgot. I'll show you in a minute. Might have to just give these concentrates a bit of a stir up. They're getting a bit cluggy in the bucket. I've put jet dry in the bucket, so there's a few bubbles that just breaks the surface tension on the water. See how gluggy it's getting. I don't want those to go down the sluice in clumps. Okay. We might do a bit of fast forward, because this can get pretty boring, I reckon. Alrighty guys, as you can see I've been joined by my 5-year-old who's home from school today sick on the last day of term. I'm going to stop there because this water is filthy and I'm going to have to do a water change. So we'll do a quick clean out and go from there. See you soon. Alright guys, sorry it was a bit hard to sort of clean up when I had the young fella out here. So I did it off film, but that's from run number 1, which was like, what, 15 meat scoops off the top. I'm pretty happy with that. That's not bad at all. So hopefully the rest of them are going to get better because we're going to get deeper into that bucket. Now I have to show you something. And it's me, unfortunately. Yep, I'm one of them now. See you soon, I'll set you back up. Alrighty, run number 2. I've added a bit of water to the comms bucket and given it a real good stir up just to loosen it up a bit. Flowing a lot better now. Bit of a mortar consistency to it. If you're laying bricks, maybe a bit sloppy, a bit runny. Right, let's speed it up again, eh? So this water's just getting muddy as buggery again, so I'm going to stop it again and do another little clean out and change my water over again. Bit of a pain, but it's just the way it is with this material. It's filthy. Now guys, let's roll this one back together, eh? So that's all the concentrates I've got. I haven't panned any of that off. That's all I got out of the sluice. Oh, there we go. Here's some gold. Lead. Move in. There you go. Some shade on there for you. No, maybe not. Half shade. Anyway, I would say probably the same as last run. Pretty close to it too. Not bad, not bad. Still a little bit there left. So I'll snuffer this up and set everything up again, because I'll show you what happens after it's a mess. So I've got to change that water still, but the garage door's now closed because it is bucketing down out there. All right, see you in a minute. Alrighty, third and final run. Been a little bit of time between run 2 and 3 because as you can see just over here, that's from the rain coming in under my garage door. It's been absolutely belting down. So I'm glad I got out when I did this morning to get these comms. Otherwise I either would have been washed away or very wet, or both. while I'm here, obviously I'll let you guys know about Oz Geology not being able to make it on the podcast for now, temporary, but we will catch up. But just want a massive shout out and thank you to him for his shout outs to me on his channel. Welcome to all the subscribers from Oz Geology. I hope you guys enjoy what I do around Melbourne. I do head up the goldfields as well, just not as regularly as some of the guys that live up there. It's obviously a long drive, but you know, I do have some gold local as well, so I can usually scratch my itch in the Melbourne goldfields, which is very cool. And running gear, what's this stuff called? Material. Running material at home is not something I often do. Usually do all my prospecting out on the creek, but this one was a little bit different because I wanted that corner. I wanted the real estate in that corner for when I get back there. So that's the only reason I've done it this way. Because as you can well imagine, trying to run material at home with a very curious 5-year-old boy can be quite challenging, especially to try to film it. But it's great. It's good that he's interested in what I'm doing, so. Getting almost to the end now of this bucket. Oh, the only bucket that we've got. After I classified it all down. See if this works. If we tip too much water in here and it'll overflow out the back of the sluice. Yes, I was looking for gold in the spoon when I was doing that. Can't help myself. Now the challenging bit. How am I going to do this? I think it'll probably work. There we go. Yep, clean bucket. Alrighty. Turn that nose off. Make myself some room. Sounds like it stopped raining out there, so I'll open this. Sorry about the noise. Just provides a bit of extra light. Now, I'll set you up so you can see what I'm doing. Take my clamp off, take my header box off. He goes in the bucket. There's the spoon. Here he is. He must come a bit closer now. I'll move the bucket. It's going to be easier.
just give it a look because I see, you guys might be able to see it. You can see the rocks get stuck in here. Sometimes a few of them every now and then. So I just give it a good visual. Make sure that they're all rocks and no pickers. And of course, oh, wait a minute. See if we can see this. I don't think it is. I've got the worst light in the garage here. I'll be outside doing this, but it's just a little bit moist. All right, let me set you up. We're going to pan this back and we'll see what we ended up with. All right, let's have a look. I've just reduced it down slightly, not much at all. I'm hoping this has been the best. Oh, I can see gold already. Oh yeah, I can see good gold. Wow. Yep. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me just tip this water out, hang on. And get you out of the light. There we go. Alright, so let's let me dry this stuff out and we'll see if it registers on the scales. I think it probably will. Which is great when you've only got 2 buckets of material. Look at that beautiful Melbourne weather. Back in a minute. Alrighty, so here's a look at the gold I got out of those buckets from down the creek. Not bad. Let's get it on the scales. See what we end up with. I reckon it's about a 0.1. See how we go. Oh wow. That's a lot more than I thought was in there. And out of 2 buckets, I'll take that every day. It wasn't even 2 buckets. It would have been 1.25 buckets. So mission accomplished there. Got the gold out before I turned it into a overburden pile for when I return. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Something a little bit different. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.